Hey guys, welcome to another day. Welcome back to the channel, Evermac AIR, where we talk about all things entrepreneurship. We talk about things that has to do with real estate investment and also just being an investor in the stock market, right? If you like this content, please continue to like and subscribe. I really would appreciate it. Leave me some comments down in the section below. I look forward to hearing your comments, reading them, and also corresponding and getting back with you so we can continue to have a dialogue. All right, so let's get into today's content. So today I'm out here standing on the golf course. Not actually playing today. I just wanted to get out and relax a little bit and get some fresh air. But this golf course just happens to be near the community that I'm currently living in. And not really a lot of activity today because it's over 100-something degrees. Saw some people out earlier this morning, and guys will probably come out later on. Guys and gals will come out later on and maybe pick up the sticks and get around the golf in. So I mention all that because your surroundings are important. The things that you do to add peace to your life, the things that you do to add clarity, to make life worth living, all those things are important. You have to surround yourself with places that you want to be in. You have to surround yourself or put into your schedule things that make you happy, things that you want to do, whether it be reducing stress, whether it be staying in shape, whether it just be just out doing things that you enjoy doing. Guys, we got to do those things on a daily basis to stay in shape, to stay focused, to stay sharp on the task and the things that are to come. And I bring all that up because today, right now, where we are is earnings reporting in the stock market or on Wall Street. A lot of you guys know what earnings mean, but earning reports mean, but for those of you that don't, approximately once every quarter, 4 times a year, publicly traded companies have to give their earnings reports, right? And what happens is they use those earnings reports to make an assessment on whether they hit their target, whether they did better than expected, or whether they fell short of what their goals were. So think about what I just said. Did you hit your target? Did you rise above expectations? Or did you fall short? Because guys, there are some similarities to that in our everyday lives. We're talking about earnings, but also earnings are critical. If you just look at yourself, if you just look at what your goals are, what your objectives are, it's like an earnings report. Are you on target? Are you exceeding the target? Or are you falling below? And on Wall Street and in the stock market, when those earning reports come out, there can be intense trading and buying and selling that takes place. So in other words, if you hold a position, let's just take any company, let's just take Amazon. If you hold a position in Amazon and the earnings report comes out and Amazon is exceeding the target, it's a pretty good chance that the stock value is going to go up. All right. And the contrary, if Amazon is falling below what the target was, it's a good chance that the stock price will go down. Guys, it's the exact same way in our lives. When we hit the target, things begin to fall in place, things go in our favor, and that's a good thing. When we don't plan, when we miss the target, when we don't care about the target, a lot of times what we find out is that our earnings or our value will take a nosedive. And guys, that's not how we want to live. We want to live a life of intentionality. We want to live a life of purpose. We want to continually meet the target or exceed the expectations so our value and our stock can continue to go up. So that's how I look at it in the abstract. But let's also look at it in something more tangible, right? Let's look at our portfolio, right? And on this channel, we talk about investing in real estate, investing in paper assets, and also investing in your own business so you can leave a financial legacy of wealth to your heirs once you transcend on. So those are the things that we talk about on this channel, but how do we do that, right? We have to have assets, guys, in our portfolio. Whether that portfolio be real estate, I hold assets in terms of real estate. I also hold assets in terms of paper assets, shares in companies on the stock market, whether it be an actual company or whether it be an ETF or an index fund. Holding assets so that over time, guys, over time, we want the value of our portfolio to increase. We want our earnings to be able to go up. And as time goes along, we come to these benchmarks, we come to these periods where we pause and we look and we reflect on what the portfolio was doing. Like earning seasons right now on Wall Street. As a matter of fact, companies intentionally do not announce their earning reports until after the stock market closes. Why do they do that? Because they don't want to see big swings and tradings during the stock trading period, during the time when the stock market is open. So they wait until the stock market closes, and then they announce what the earnings are going to be for that particular quarter. And then the stock may rise, it may go down, depending on the information, right? But guys, we always want to have our pulse. We always want to have an idea of what type of information that may be coming out, because we know if we've done our due diligence, right? We know if we've made some good investments. We know if we've had good cash flow. We know if our paper assets have gone up in value or down in value. So when we hit those benchmarks in our own personal lives, we can say, okay, hey, I'm on target, or hey, I'm exceeding expectations. My portfolio was doing good, I'm exceeding expectations, so everything is good, thumbs up. Or we can look at it and say, hey, from a personal standpoint, hey, I made some bad business investments, or I bought some properties that haven't been cash flowing well, or I've had some significant maintenance issues, and maybe I got a rental property that's gone unrented for a number of months. So I'm not cash flowing. So when I look at my own personal portfolio on a monthly, quarterly, yearly basis or whatever, I'm able to gauge how well I'm doing out there in the market, right? And then once you're able to gauge what you're doing, guess what, guys? Now you can go back and readjust, all right? You can readjust and you can say, okay, hey, apply some lessons learned. Okay, so I bought a property, and the property didn't cash flow because it had maintenance issues. The reason it had maintenance issues was because I didn't do a good pre-buy inspection. All right, so now we add that to our list. Okay, so whenever I buy a property, now I'm going to do a thorough and detailed pre-buy inspection, so I will know what I'm getting into before I even buy the property. And that will help me determine whether it's a good deal or whether it's a bad deal. Same thing with my paper assets, my stock portfolio. All right, I bought a number of investments, but I didn't do my homework. I didn't look at the numbers. I didn't look at the income statements. I just bought because that was the popular thing in the news at the time. And guys, a lot of people do that. A lot of people buy based on emotion, fear, greed, and those kind of things. And when we really have to examine the company, examine the owners, examine how they've done over a period of time before we're able to make any kind of justified assessment, right? So, are you hitting your target? Are you exceeding your target? Or are you falling below? Drop me some comments in the section below. Let me know what you think about this content. Let me know, say, hey, you might say, hey, John, man, I don't know why you're even talking about this, because it's just something that I just don't do. I would never invest in the stock market, or I would never buy real estate. I would never buy or start a company. There may be some of you out there who like that. Let's have a dialogue about that. But then there may be some of you who are all in when it comes to invested in real estate, invested in the stock market, whether it be through a 401k, a TSP, or a thrift savings plan or something like that. Maybe you're all in. Maybe you got 4 or 5 several businesses out there. All right. Love to hear your comments. Look forward to your dialogue. And I definitely want to talk more about those things in the days to come. So guys, hey, remember, if you got faith the size of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. God gave us this great thing. It's called faith. We can walk in it day in and day out. We can activate it. We can move mountains. We can be great. We can be victorious. So good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good becomes your better and your better becomes your best. Have a good day. See you along the journey. Let's talk soon. Bye-bye.